Hi guys, today I want to talk about the COVID-19, the vaccine. I think the vaccination is one of the most effective public health intervention in the world for saving life and promoting the good health. I recently took the COVID vaccine and I know that some of my friends prefer not to get the COVID vaccine and I think that their action pose a danger for themselves and others as well. So I start researching what way can make these people get the vaccine. And after gathering information for the effectiveness and the side effect from whom I already know to fully vaccinated and get the advice from the expert, I feel that the only way is to mandate the vaccine. I think some of you have already fully vaccinated and get the first shot or still thinking to get the vaccine. And I think that the more you delay and get the vaccine, the higher chance you get infected. So mandatory the vaccine will solve this problem. I agree with the mandatory COVID vaccination. I think every state in the US should mandate the COVID vaccine because it is safe, effective. There are more situations require proof of vaccination, and mandatory vaccine would be maybe the only way to end the pandemic faster. I think that people are reluctant to get the vaccine because they believe the vaccine is not safe as it will rapidly and develop and test. However, it's not true for some reason. First of all, it has been approved by the scientist, doctor, health professional, and according to CDC, the vaccine had met the FDA rigorous scientific standard for safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing quality need to support the emergency use authorization. And it has been evaluated in tens of thousands of participation in clinical trial. And there is the effectiveness has been recorded by the Harvard Medical School. As you can see, Pfizer and Moderna are really effective after people get fully vaccinated. And the severe side effects following the vaccination are very rare. And you can see only 6 cases have been reported with a severe blood clot in 6.8 million doses of Johnson & Johnson. So the chance is really tiny, so you should get the vaccine. And from the CDC, some data summary, most side effects were mild to moderate, and only a small number of people like this one will have this severe side effect. So I think that the benefit of vaccine outweigh the concern of side effect. So here are some the debunk myth and fact for the vaccine. I think this one is ridiculous, and you can see like how can you get the vaccine to make you get infected, or how can it change the DNA? There is no proof for them. Actually, the only proof is that the COVID vaccine is effectively in protecting you and the people you care, and you still have to get the vaccine even though you have already infected by the COVID. As we know, the vaccine are effective. The idea of vaccine passport has been proposed, but this controversial, but it suggests the importance of having proof of vaccination. And you can see in the school, workplace, or traveling, they require them because people need to get to protect the community. Like you can see the list of privileged college have been in the list of requirement for the vaccine, and in the workplace the benefit is that showing that the employer are trying to do everything to have employee to confident in the safety work environment and improve the productivity. And for the traveling, because the vaccine passport, European Union and UK try very hard to make the people resume to normal life as they can moving freely when they get vaccinated. And the idea that people don't need the mandatory vaccine because they are self-interest and voluntary to come the vaccine is suspicious, because there are many people are still prefer not to get the vaccine, and actually it's impose the threat to the community. And I think that the mandatory vaccine actually had to stop pandemic faster because it can reach the herd immunity faster, because more people under the mandatory will have to get the vaccine. So people who are reluctant will also have to get the vaccine also. And then because time is like in the pandemic, is if it would take a year to reach the herd immunity, it could because thousands of lives in one country. And actually the mandatory will prevent the mutation because according to the WHO, the more opportunity of virus has to spread, the more it can replicate. So if more people get a vaccine, we will expect the virus circulation decrease. So there is fewer mutation. So actually, the mandatory can ensure the equitable access to the vaccine, and actually it can protect the people before the virus and the new variants, because it can quickly and widely produce the vaccine. And I think that people should note that the mandatory vaccine policy have already in place in different part of the world for the certain vaccine. So I think the COVID vaccine mandatory should be the same with this one. So for today, is obviously that the vaccine are effective in preventing getting COVID, and more people are required to have the vaccination certificate for job, traveling, and furthermore, the mandatory policy appeared to increase the vaccination risk so that it could have end the pandemic earlier. So people should support the mandatory COVID vaccination. And thanks for listening today. So is there any question?